Welcome to this video tutorial series on law and legal research. This course has been developed by the James J. Lunsford Law Library to help Hillsborough County residents learn about the legal system and how to use print and digital resources provided by the Hillsborough County Public Library Cooperative. This video will focus on digital and print resources for finding and creating legal forms. The digital material can be accessed remotely. The print material is located at the James J. Lunsford Law Library, located at 701 East Twig Street. Open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. My name is Bill Spradlin. I am the paralegal specialist at the James J. Lunsford Law Library in downtown Tampa, and I will be your instructor for this video tutorial. We are not attorneys, so we cannot provide legal advice, but the staff can provide information on resources and instruct you on how to best use those resources. The Hillsborough County Public Library Cooperative has two digital resources for customers looking for legal forms: Gale Legal Forms and Westlaw. Both of these can be accessed remotely if you have your Hillsborough County Public Library card. Gale Legal Forms can be accessed at any Hillsborough County Public Library branch or from home if you have an HCPLC card. There's a large selection of forms available in MS Word that can be modified, or if the language fits, can be used as is. Some, but not all, forms are available in Spanish as well. As highlighted above, look for forms that start with FL. These forms are written specifically to comply with Florida law. Forms that start with US are for general use and are not Florida specific. Westlaw is a premier online legal research service, and the Law Library is the only branch that has two dedicated Westlaw computers. Bloomingdale Regional Public Library and the Jimmy B. Kiel Regional Library also have Westlaw, but each branch only has one computer. Pro Se customers can access Westlaw remotely with their HCPLC card. You first need to set up a OnePass, and the link to do so can be found directly on our HCPLC site. Westlaw has a forms database, and shown here is the Florida Forms Finder page. You can search by topic or do a word search. The search and create functions may be difficult for someone not familiar with Westlaw. It may be easier to look at print resources to find sample forms. Each set of form books has a subject index. Some also have tables that will cross-reference you by statute or rule number. Legal terminology can be tricky. You may need to try different subjects when looking through the index. Form books and treatises offer checklists, drafting tips, and sample forms. Even with all of the templates available, there will not be a sample for every situation. These are not meant to be copy and fill in the blank forms. The sample shown here, sections 333 and 334, are from the Florida Pleading and Practice Forms, a very popular set of form books. You may have to change the language to fit your situation. These are not meant to be actual forms. When acting as your own attorney, you will have to modify the language or create the form yourself, just as an attorney would do. Trawick's Florida Practice and Procedure Forms is so well respected that attorneys just call it Trawick's. Being a single volume, it is easy to use, and the index makes it an excellent starting point for civil forms. The samples cannot be used as is, but it will show the customer the type of information to include when creating their forms. The LexisNexis Practice Guide, Florida Civil Procedure, is a 5-volume treatise that takes you from pretrial to appeals. Each chapter covers a specific subject, and most offer corresponding sample forms. This print set also provides checklists and covers procedure. While not written for a pro se litigant, the language is easier to follow than in many legal texts. A few popular topics covered are declaratory relief, garnishment, and appeals. The Law Library has a large selection of print materials that provide sample forms for general use. Treatises such as Couch on Insurance offer sample insurance-related forms. Federal Procedure Forms has drafting guides for forms that you cannot find on federal court websites. Other titles, such as West Legal Forms, have sample federal forms as well as samples from other states Electronic resources discussed earlier also have forms created for use outside of Florida state and federal jurisdictions. Our online resources, Gale Legal Forms and Westlaw, also have forms for other jurisdictions. Now you can see that finding legal forms can be frustrating and time-consuming. Going pro se is not easy. When acting as your own attorney, you will have to do everything an attorney would do for you. Fortunately, the Law Library provides access to online, digital, and print materials to guide you. Staff is always happy to help you understand how to use these resources, but we are not attorneys and cannot choose forms, help fill out forms, or review forms created by or filled in by our customers. For information on how to find legal forms online, please watch Part 4, Video 1 in this series. I hope this tutorial has helped you.